Hello, hello, everyone.
Hello, it is I, danger-prone Darian.
Yes.
It is very much me. It could be no one else. It is most certainly I, the one and only danger-prone Darian. Me with my barbecue chips, loving ass, and the pain I go through to find said barbecue chips. It could be no one else. Only me, Darian.
We're gonna continue TJ's route.
I can't wait.
Right. As I'm extending out the legs, Julian asks TJ about the hike. You voice Julian.
Oh, I know I've voiced
Yeah.
Julian. I've been voicing him this whole time.
Of course.
What is fun?
TJ shrugs, finishing the last of his granola bar, and brushes his paws together to get rid of the crumbs. It was okay. It was really quiet. I wince as one of my pads gets pinched between the metal. Kind of creepy, to be honest. I would like if you two went along sometime. If I do it again.
So is there a, just so I remember what the voices I've been doing, is there a voice that I've been doing for this character?
Not really, he's really plain, you know.
I do know I'm very plain, yeah. I don't have a lot of character in my voice, in my tone whatsoever. So I'll keep going on with that.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. Over the 20 minutes, I set up the camera in 3 different spots, getting about 1 minute of film for each. TJ and Julian sit in the truck while I do, and whenever I glance at them, they seem to be That's animatedly. Thanks! Animatedly chatty and laughing. Once I'm done, I sigh and quickly snap the legs back down into the bag along with the camera. I see my go-to box in the dirt and to-go box in the dirt and consider picking it up, but I don't. I drop the bag into the truck again before hopping into the passenger seat, leaving TJ to sit between the two of us. They go quiet as we start pulling out onto the dirt road. What were you guys talking about?
Not much, just about high school.
TJ nods. Again, I'm starting to feel a little left out between these two. Kind of like a third wheel. It's because you are, Chase. So, what's the plan now? Well, we thought we'd go to the house now, after we pick up Jenna and Carl. Alright. We drive in silence a little while, and for some reason, I start to wish that I was sitting in the middle. The way Julian keeps turning the wheel forces his elbow to brush up against TJ's side, and I force myself to look away, wondering what the fuck I'm thinking. God.
I'm not gonna comment.
He's a jealous boy.
I can see that. I mean, I know this already. I've been following along for the past, what number are we on? 90 something?
I think this is, I don't put the numbers into a lay schedule. I don't know what numbers we're at.
We are at a very high number, and I am so very familiar with all of this episode, all of this game.
Facts. I'm treating TJ like he's something that belongs to me. We're only hung out recently over the course of this week. I'd barely talked to him the past 2 years. I force myself to look ahead, out the windshield. Then TJ's phone buzzes, and my eyes naturally go to the screen as the Lynx whips it out. I see the name Flynn. Oh, he's definitely whipping it out. Then the message underneath. I only have time to see a few words. You know, his fucking oh my god, Flynn is so aggressive. TJ jerks his phone back down, and I look away, just as I feel the Lynx's eyes on my face. I wonder if he saw me looking. I'm sure he did. That doesn't really matter, though, because now I'm wondering what the fuck Flynn thinks he's doing. They've been staying away from each other the past few days, obviously, but I guess Flynn found another way to get to TJ. What the fuck does he think he's doing? I feel myself getting angry. I don't exactly know what the lizard is saying to TJ, but judging by what I say, it's definitely not good. What I saw, that's it. Yeah. I make a mental note to ask TJ about it tonight. If he won't tell me, then I'll let Leo know. He'll do something about it. We all walk up to the sidewalk to the old ranch-style house. It's been a long, long time since I've seen this place. Even longer since I've walked on this path. Sydney's house is up the gravel road between the forest. It's a bit of an odd spot, scheduled for the rest of the...
It's actually secluded. Yeah, you probably don't want to schedule that for the rest of the town.
I would, though.
I would rather seclude it. Especially the air quotes forest.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Gotta be, you can't schedule that. Forest. It is, yeah.
Is what it is. It was all better for us, I guess. It's nice not to be reminded of what happened. Okay, remember, you voiced Carl.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know about this. You think he's just gonna let us in?
Oh, what else can we do?
Maybe Sydney didn't mean his room.
Where else would he sleep?
I don't know.
I mean, he'd nap in random places. If I remember right, like, he'd sleep out on my couch, even. Stop it, Chase. You know that's not what he meant. Well, who knows? I do. I know where it is. The dark edge to TJ's voice is creeping in again.
Sorry, a cat just ran by. I suppose there's no harm in asking.
You can't deny that it's a little weird for 5 young adults to just show up on the doorstep asking to be let in.
I call that Tuesday.
I do it every weekend. What are you talking about? We don't have much of a choice, though, do we? TJ's walking ahead of all of us, marching up to the concrete steps without hesitation before immediately ringing the door bell. Yeah. Whoa, wait! We didn't even think of what we're going to say. I already know what I'm going to say. We stand there in stunned silence for a bit, and I look around at the others. Carl looks completely uncomfortable, almost nauseous, his paws shoved deep into his pockets.
Hot.
As he's shoving things deep somewhere, that's for sure. And he stares hard at the ground. And Jenna is staring at TJ, her brown brown
furrowed, clearly worried.
I'm sure this is supposed to be brow.
It could very well be.
Yeah, clearly worried. Yeah,
but we can call it a brown now.
Yeah, that's a
everything
brown.
about her is brown, though.
That's just how fennec foxes are, right? They're like usually a light brown, tan. Do they come in other colors?
I think most of the time, they're tan because they need to blend into the sand. I think.
I mean,
okay.
I hear fennec hen is a bit more of a orangish reddish color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Julian just stands there, as if the situation doesn't bother him at all. The door finally opens, revealing a young red panda, not much older than ourselves. He blinks at us, then fixes a smile on his face. You can voice this one. He's like a older red panda.
Hello?
Not that old.
Oh.
He's like he's an adult.
Oh, okay.
His portrait will show up in a minute.
Oh, cool. Cool. I mean, it is I, Darian. Hello. Hello, can I help you?
I see TJ's ears flatten down for a moment, his originally tough resolve clearly faltering. Hello. The red panda stares down at TJ for a moment, waiting expectantly. I don't recognize him, but I'm sure I would have seen him around town if he'd moved in after Sydney's parents moved out. It must have been sometime recently, a few years ago. I decided then that I should step in to let TJ try and gather his wits. Hi, I'm Chase, and this is TJ, and Carl, and Jenna, and Julian. I point to everyone, feeling my cheeks grow hot. This cat.
Oh, is this... okay,
yeah,
this is me.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ingy.
Yeah, I don't know how that's pronounced.
It's going to be Ingy for this episode. Now, however I pronounce it in future episodes is entirely up to me.
It's facts. It's facts. Yeah, this is the red panda guy, Megan.
He kind of reminds me of Kozu a little bit.
Yeah, you know, they're both, like, cute adults wearing tank tops. It's nice. It's a good look, you know?
He just seems a little more, panicked.
Right? Another moment of awkward silence before I try to think of something else to say. How the hell do you bring up wanting to search someone's house because it belonged to your dead friend?
I call that Wednesday.
Right?
That happens all the time.
As I'm trying to...
Isn't this Friday?
Yeah, this
is.
This is Friday.
Actually, you
Or
mean
it's-
like today, or in the? Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's 100% Friday. I mean, I know that. I've been
Yeah.
following this whole game every episode. I've been here, So I of all people, I am so knowledgeable on this story, this game. Me, Darian.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm trying to figure that out. TJ speaks up again. My friend used to live here about 12 years ago.
Oh, really?
The panda seems to think.
I do that sometimes. Are you talking about Cindy?
Sydney.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
He was our friend.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't remember the name. I think his aunt told me about what happened.
Yes, and he left something behind for us in his room. Is it all right if we come in and look for it?
Oh, you can come in something.
Right. He's the wholesome Christian friend. Remember, he's not.
Yes, I know this. I
He's
totally
not.
know this.
He's not allowed to have sex.
I mean, no one is unless you're married in the eyes of God.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Inji's originally inquisitive look is replaced by one of confusion and definitely a little bit of suspicion.
Oh, all of you?
I notice Carl still staring down hard at the floor, his paws twisting in his pocket.
It's not the only thing he's twisting.
You know, he did get one in a different game.
Yes,
there's like a side game. And
I mean, I'm very familiar with all of this, so yes, I do know this.
where
go on,
he
tell
gets,
me.
He gets a really good blowjob, where the guy was able to spiral his tongue all the way around.
Sounds like a
Right?
fantastic
It
time.
was by a lizard, so he, good tongue dexterity.
Yeah, lizard tongue. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
This is-
isn't that the dream for all of us? So, what is he twisting in his pocket again?
Oh, you never know.
Thinking about that lizard tongue.
Yeah. If that's all right with you. Inji stares at us all for a good 10 seconds, causing even me to glance down at the floor, realizing how stupid all of this is. Finally, he starts to step back, closing the door a little bit as he does.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's a good idea.
What a reasonable
Dash.
response to like a bunch of like young adults showing up and are like, "Can we just search your house?" Wait. TJ steps forward, his fur bristling. The panda jumps a little bit, causing the door further and closing the door further until it's at the point where I can only see one of his eyes. Sorry, it's just maybe I could come in and the rest of my friends can wait outside. This will be real quick. I know exactly where it is. The panda's one eye looks back at us. TJ turns around and makes a shooing gesture with both paws. And there's a pause. Then we stumble back a little, down the steps onto the sidewalk. My face burns again in embarrassment, realizing what a bunch of crazy people we look like right now. I look back and see TJ standing alone on the porch, looking back at the panda, his paws clasped together. Again, what feels like a very long silence seems to drag on until Inji opens the door slightly.
You know what? Why don't you just tell me where it is, and I'll have a look.
Yeah, TJ seems surprised, as if only now considering that idea. It's the room on the left, down the hall. TJ points at the door at an angle. In the closet, in the back corner. It might be in a box? Inji's facial expression mirrors mine as I frown. A box in a closet, sitting there for over a decade?
All right, I'll have a look.
Inji disappears behind the door, and I hear a deadbolt slide into place.
Oh, whoops.
You know, he's just being cautious, right?
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes you have to lock a door in order to really search the room.
Right? We stand there in silence for a while before Carl breaks it.
Dude, he's calling the police.
That's reasonable. No, he's not. He might.
We look like a bunch of crazy people. We should leave.
Oh, did I?
No, you're good.
Okay. Not until he comes back out.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I think it's technically okay unless he tells us to leave.
He did say he's going to look for it. No harm in just waiting for his answer. I see Carl scuff his hooves against the pavement, looking around nervously. I wonder if he's had too much weed or something. Why do you think it's in the closet? He used a shoebox in there as a spot for his treasure hunt before. You remember? I vaguely do, and now that he mentions it, but I'm surprised TJ does. He was even younger. Then the door opens, and Inji comes back out. His facial expression is completely different now.
He said, "Oh."
It's one of amazement and disbelief, but it's what's in his paws that catches my attention.
His dick.
Ah. I mean, he is really cute, though. It might, yeah.
I mean, if I was ever into pandas, I'd consider boning him maybe once or twice a week.
Just bend him over.
Backwards. Make it fun, you know?
Right? It's a teal-colored shoebox, old and worn, and torn through corners. My mouth drops.
Oh.
Inji stands there for a moment, holding the box out.
Is this it? It's not mine. And there's a piece of paper inside.
TJ's paws shake as he reaches out to the box, lifting the lid to look inside.
It was in the spot that you said. I've never seen that before. I have no eyes. Whenever I step into that room, I go immediately blind, even though I've been living here for God knows how long.
Right?
I just
doesn't know, didn't look at it.
I didn't even know I had a closet.
You know, he looks so empty-headed, he might not, remember his own, house's layout.
I mean, yeah.
He looks a bit
He's
empty.
like, I live here?
I'm a panda? I feel my stomach twist. More dismay than
It's that lizard
anything.
tongue.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That he found something. Do you not use that closet? It's a bit of an odd question, but I want to know how the hell he might have missed it. Inji shakes his head.
No, not really. It's mostly a storage room right now. I think I've opened it a few times, but to put some boxes on the shelf, but I can't really remember. I have this plot blindness, forgetfulness that happens every time I walk through the threshold of that closet. I go black and everything goes dark, and I don't know what happens.
It's like going through a fog door.
I wake up naked in the other room and I'm confused.
That's a different character.
That's in part 2 of this game story thing.
Did you not look inside when you first moved in?
I was afraid.
Inji looks at me, and so does TJ, over his shoulder. I guess now I'm sounding like a crazy person.
Well, I can't really remember. It was a couple years ago since I first moved in and noticed that there was a closet that I keep forgetting about. I considered opening it sometimes. I had family help me move them in. So maybe they just thought it was mine if they saw it.
I guess? I want to ask more, but I bite my lip, not wanting to seem as flustered and suspicious as I am.
I can just see his family like, "Hey, Angie, did you know that you want a cardboard box?"
This teal thing?
Oh, is it teal or?
Yeah, they described it as a teal box.
I knew that. I totally know that. Even when did we describe that?
It was in this part.
It was in this part. See, I knew that. I've been here for all of it. It's definitely something I could have missed, with my plot blindness and all. I've found a few things in the crawl space from the last family. Wait, so where's this crawl space coming in? So
probably a bunch of houses have crawl spaces.
I mean, true, but is he just finding out he has a crawl space? Or did he know he has a crawl space and he's been putting stuff in there?
Instead of the closet?
Instead of the closet.
Right?
This dude, this dumb fuck panda.
Well, red pandas are short, right? So maybe it's easier to use the crawl space.
Does that mean they're
closet.
short in IQ as well?
Oh my god! Head empty. That's look at
He said, "Oh,
I don't.
I'll check the closet."
Oh.
Who lived here before you, if you don't mind me asking?
Inji leans against the door, his arms folded, looking a lot more relaxed now.
It was the family you're talking about, I think. The Bronsons?
They're good people. Yes.
I mean, I know that.
TJ's still looking down at the box, having not taken out the note.
Yep, the woman who lived here moved out right after what happened. But then her sister moved in. She told me about what happened when I bought the place. You know, that vague thing that happened that is at the introductory of every vague story, typically involving a closet.
Yeah. Inji looks down at the box that the box that TJ's still holding.
Do you know what he left you? How did you know to find it?
It's an old scavenger hunt that we found. It told us to come here.
Like something he left behind?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry what happened to your friend. You must have been children at the time.
And no one says anything, so I nod for him.
I mean, how hard is it to admit that you were children back then?
Well, you know, they're all still traumatized.
Oh. I mean, I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Also sorry for being so suspicious when you guys showed up. I thought I caught someone trying to break in a few days back.
Oh, okay.
Can't be too careful. Got my Glock in the back just in case. Don't worry about it. That's completely understandable.
Inji nods, then shifts around.
I don't want to pry, but what does it say? I didn't read it because I can't read, since I don't want to intrude on her or anything.
TJ lifts the lid again, and then reaches in to pull out the piece of paper.
It's an embarrassing photo of SpongeBob from my Christmas party!
Oh my god, it probably is.
Merry Christmas, SpongeBob!
Knowing Sydney, he'd leave something like that. It's identical to the others that we've seen. Inji takes the box from the links so he can use both paws to unfold the note. Then he starts reading. I hope that you're all having fun.
I am.
Soon, you'll know what Chase has done.
We do know.
Figure it out. It's a piece of cake. If you can't, look by Carl's drawing at the lake. It goes quiet for a while. The sound, okay, is the wind rustling through the trees. Then I hear a ragged sound and
that
look
is
back.
a gagging sound, mind you.
You know, that does say gagging.
It very much does say gagging.
You know what? G's, R's.
I get them mixed up all the time.
I'm Asian. I can't read. Look back just in time to see Carl hurling into the bushes. I think I'll end the part here. So we'll see you around, everyone.
Well, it's been nice being here. Me, Darian, the one and only.
It's good to have my favorite co-host here.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to be here, just as I have been for the past however many episodes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see you around, everyone.
Yeah, bye, guys.